My studio is basically just a kitted out kind of garage warehouse space, but it's really become my own little creative bubble. Over the years, I've developed a real soft spot for Yamahas. I have a couple of very similar models, one at home and my one here. And I guess they've become very special to me because you spend a lot of time playing them, and I've written and composed a lot of pieces on them, including Still Sound, Ólafur's piano rework, which I did here. I've always had a real fondness for repetitive ambient music. It's very hypnotic and meditative, which is what I really love. In Still Sound, there's this really beautiful repetitive riff that just permeates through the entire piece. And yet there's this kind of very gradual, graceful change where all the strings come in as well. And I was sort of thinking about how I could include all those different elements in my version just with piano somehow. I started with the sheet music as the framework to build from, but then I find once I'm sitting at the piano, the thought process tends to fade away, and I like to really rely on what I've been hearing and let it find its own pathway, hopefully. The recording process was actually quite impulsive, but not by choice actually. We just had a mini cyclone rip through our coastal area and all the power had gone out. So I was a little bit worried because I really needed to record the piece that week. And then suddenly one night the power came on, so I jumped in the car, raced up to my studio, and by the time I set up my gear, it was probably well after midnight by then. Before I knew it, I had been recording till about 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was a really peaceful experience to record the piece during that time.